Today is December 11th, I believe, Friday. I have to try to look as different as possible in my blog so people don't assume that it's something that is similar to another. So this is the beginning of a series where I'm going to be doing what nobody's had the courage to ask, because then they would have to pay attention. It'll be 10 blogs that talks about why I deserve this title that I give myself. And there'll be 10 videos in this series, but it's not necessarily 10 reasons, but there's many. So maybe if you want to prove you've paid attention, you'll let me know in the comments after the last one how many reasons. A lot of people, I've had a lady say, hey, your card says social worker. Yeah, but I don't say I have a social worker bachelor's degree. I say that I have a good combination when people ask me. With my bachelor's, that's mostly psychology and the other courses, counseling, mental health, life skills, for example. So yes, I can do that type of job with minimal training. So I still, with that lady that teaches, right, social work, I still changed my resume to say social repair worker. Send it to her. Say, okay, I provided you with professional respect, and I didn't hear back from her. So I didn't get it from her. So, and I get a lot of people say, hey, I worked hard for my PhD. Well, I worked harder not to get a PhD and to fire my faculty and to prove how ridiculous PhD programs are with all my research. But you'll see in everything that I'm going to be talking about for this title of Doctor of Humanics, I'd like to see if people with a PhD did at least 2 of these many other ones. And then maybe I'll give you some respect. So it's pretty annoying, because when you have to go through what I went through to be able to look at the human condition from the outside perspective, I'm pretty sure it's harder than conforming to your thesis supervisors to actually get your PhD. And most of the time in today's world, to get a PhD is you end up not as smart as you were after your bachelor's degree. I don't know what the stats would be of master's degrees. It depends on the program, the teachers, the faculty, culture generally. But I can tell you that most PhDs in the world in most subjects do not make a person generally smarter. They make them more knowledgeable in one particular topic, and it might not have even been a topic that is accurate or been proven wrong by others doing a PhD at the same time. So it's often outdated by about 20 years. And also, it's not a general form of different types of intelligence you get. It's one tiny view of the world. And often you didn't even do the research you wanted to do. You had to become the butler of your supervisors who have their elite positions. So I took a screenshot today of the university website where I got my bachelor's. And it kind of has the term that says, you know, professors by elitist status. It just doesn't say it like that. Is one category to see them. So I'm reading Isaac Asimov's biography again. It's called I, Asimov. Page 49, chapter 16, Humiliation. Some interesting stories. And one of the things that it reminded me of was in my bachelor's degree is I didn't have great grades. And when I wanted to kind of take courses starting part-time at university and then full-time, because I never had assistants. I never had a learning specialist work with me when I was younger. So I had to kind of figure a lot of stuff out on my own while still having a great thirst for knowledge. So I took a economics class because I had to get into a faculty that would be the easiest to get in to take psychology courses. So I'm taking this economics class. Didn't expect to like it, but I was surprised because the guy acted the exact same way in the second class, third class that he did in the first class. And I thought it was just a joke. I thought the first class, okay, he's doing an awesome imitation of Alex P. Keaton, you know, who sees the world through this unnatural, mentally ill paradigm and thinks he's, you know, the king of the world with this false, fake, you know, wrong knowledge. And it was so oh my God, I can't believe it. I didn't even want to stay in that faculty, so I changed to sociology to keep taking psychology courses. Why didn't I get in psychology? My grades weren't good enough yet, or they might never have been. But I finished with a bachelor's that had more credits of psychology courses than many other people that were in the psychology program. So again, I can plan things in advance and I can get what I want, the education I want, and I figured out what's right or wrong and what works and what doesn't work. So this will be the end of part 1, and in part 10 I'm going to resume a few things. But let me know at the end if you think that you figured out some things that you want to challenge me on. Because anybody that writes any comments on any of these 10 will automatically be finding themselves accepting a challenge to a public debate. In the second one, I'm going to begin by defining humanics, because I always said this is the way I define it. Sometimes people actually use the word doctor with me as if it should be associated with my name, and I never do that. I always do the Doctor of. So I will... Change de bord? Tu filmes mon blog, tu l'as pas dans le blog. So I will finish the blog now, and it'll be that you guys can figure it out. But anybody that wants to challenge any of this, again, or any professional when I apply for a job or school, I will send them the link to this one. That means if you got this link, it means that I am challenging you to a public debate. You defend your title, I'll defend my title. And if we were in touch, chances are I know quite a bit about your specialty, and we will incorporate it along with my definition of my title, which will be given as I go along. Thank you.